Warning! What you're about to watch is a Kickstarter preview or review. I was not paid to review this game, but I was sent this game and asked my thoughts and decided I would go ahead and make a preview / review for you guys so you can decide whether or not you want to back this game. P.S. I really like it. It's times like this where I really feel it's time that I just cut my losses, you know? Just cut my losses, get out there, just lift off, and just sometimes get me off this planet, you know what I mean? Liftoff is for 2 to 5 players and takes anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes, depending on how many people you're playing with. The basic premise is you are trying to get off a planet that is exploding, so there's probably a lot of screaming, like right now. Yeah! It's a set collection game where you're dealing with hand management and trying to get your aliens off the planet. If you can get all of your aliens off the planet first, you have 10 of them, you win. If no one manages to do that before the planet explodes, the winner is the one that gets the most aliens off. How long you have until the planet explodes really depends on how many players you're having, because there's a number of days for each number of players before it explodes. Ages 10 and up, I believe, is what it says in the box, but I'm pretty sure you can play with a competent 8 or 7-year-old that understands just set collection and a little bit of strategy. The way the game starts is all your aliens are in the center of the planet. They're very cute, adorable aliens, and I really love the art on these guys. I love the art in the entire game. So anyway, there's these liftoff points. You try to get your aliens to the liftoff points, and then they have to get on the liftoff point. To get on the liftoff point, they have to play some sort of cost. The cost is some combination of cards. Usually they're resource cards, either screws or gasoline, and sometimes they're action cards. And action cards are, of course, well, cards that do actions. Like, you get an extra move, because normally on every turn you only get 2 moves, so you can move 1 alien twice or 2 aliens once. Well, that didn't work out well. I'm really glad I didn't drop that. That would have been bad. But there are several liftoff points that come in the base game, and so you can play with a random set if you want, or you can play with the recommended, or you can start with the recommended and put terraforming cards in your deck, and when somebody plays there, they can swap out liftoff points during the game. Which is one of the reasons I really like this game, because it makes it more interesting, the fact that you allow players to do that. Once you get your aliens onto the liftoff point, then the liftoff point has to activate. Every liftoff point has an activation cost, which is pretty common and easy to see. In addition to a cost, usually it requires something from the moon. So the moon has to be in a certain phase. I really like the moon phase mechanic in Liftoff, because what happens is this is a planet, and there's a moon that is going around this planet. At the end of every turn, you end your move by moving the moon. Once you've moved the moon, your turn is done. Liftoff points activate according to the moon phase. So some will only activate at full moon, some will only activate at new moon. Some will require a die roll, and what that die roll has to be depends on where the moon is in relation to the platform. This is the important part. What phase the moon is always in relation to the platform. So if there is a platform and the moon is directly above it, that means it's a full moon for that platform, and only that platform. If there's a moon on the opposite side of the board as the platform, that means it's a new moon, but only for that platform. If it's anywhere between the full moon and the new moon, that means it is a half moon. Once a liftoff point activates, whoever's on the platform just goes. And there's no restriction on who can get on the platform as long as they can pay. So if one alien of one color is already on a platform, doesn't matter. As long as more aliens can fit on the platform, other aliens of other players can get on the platform. Because there's no restriction on who can get on a platform aside from the cost, you'll end up forming alliances where, like, okay, I'll come help you launch the rocket if you come help me do the smoke signal. In the beginning of the game, everybody's really friendly and buddy-buddy, and you're like, oh yeah, no, I'll help you launch the rocket, it's fine. I only get 1 meeple off, you get 3, good deal for me, it's fine, it's fine. And then towards the end of the game, you're all just like, no, I'm not gonna go help you on the smoke signal. Why would I go to help you on the smoke signal? You have a meeple there, why would I go there? This, of course, can all be different depending on your friends and how many people you have playing. So in a 2-player game, it's very unlikely that you'll ever work together. 3-player game, you'll have some fluctuating alliances. 4-player game, more so. And 5-player, really, at the end, you'll just have like 2 people desperately probably trying to gang up. It's all pretty balanced, and you don't really know who's going to win until they last lift off, and all 10 other guys are off. Liftoff is a fun game. I like Liftoff. I would say that Liftoff was an intro game, but I have played it with a lot of people that aren't intro gamers, and I enjoy it. The fact that you can switch off the liftoff points and you can make those kind of alliances and not alliances makes the game a lot more interesting. played the game with. Intro gamer, hardcore gamer, casual gamer, they all wanted to play it again. Every single one of them. I played it with a variety of folks, I played it with a variety of gamers, and every time I played it, I found new things to do and new strategies to try. Liftoff is a game that is simple to teach and simple to learn, and you'll get a lot of replayability out of it. If you'd like to check out Liftoff, it's available on Kickstarter right now. Link down in the doobly-doo. I suck at throwing. If you like this video, feel free to, hang on. If you like this video, feel free to hit the thumbs up button. If you'd like to see more, feel free to subscribe. And as always, what have you been playing lately? I think I finally found a way off this planet. I think this will work out for the best, really. This is gonna be going well. Oh, goodness.